Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. Now we've just finished up another amazing week in Roatan for Kids Sea Camp. As you can see, Lola's heading out with some guests who are staying an extra week, but what an amazing week we had. Now it's been phenomenal. We've had rescue divers completed, we had 8 new open water divers, including a lot of 10-year-olds. We had enriched air courses, lionfish courses, so much went on this week. We had 51 people. It was an incredible week, and what we're going to do is, because I'm a photographer mainly week, I'm going to show you guys some photos of the week, and we're going to show you some videos as well so you guys can see what a Kids Sea Camp week was like and all the fun we had on it. It was amazing. You guys can enjoy this. Welcome to Roatan for Kids Sea Camp 2022. Let's go guys, enjoy it.
For the third time this year, we're back in Roatan, and what a way to start our dives, a long snout seahorse, right under the anchor line. And as we drop in, we start exploring the beautiful walls of Roatan. Now we again at Turquoise Bay, and we are excited for another amazing week of Kids Sea Camp as I get my bubble rings in. And you're just looking around the reef straight away, and we're finding NASA groupers and really curious sharp-nosed puffers. I mean, watch this little guy. Look at the way he comes up looking like, what's this? Who's this? Then he comes up again, he's like, what are you doing? What is this funny thing? What is this? Of course, he was so interested in the GoPro. This is what you can see a lot of in this video. It's loads of sharp-nosed puffers. And I'll come up to tell you why later on. But this is what was really cool. I came across a sharp-tail snake eel, and I dropped my camera rig because, as I said, I was a photographer this week, and I took the GoPro off, and look at him. He sees his reflection in the strobe lens, and he's just curious, like biting at it, wondering about it, and just starts going around, swimming all around my camera. I was like, what is he doing? And this is what I love about the ocean and nature. These interaction with wild animals. You just don't know what they're going to do. But what was amazing about this week was the marine life, the interaction the kids had. As I said in the intro, we had 51 guests. We had so many kids learn to dive. And these kids, especially the ones doing the junior open waters, diving in the ocean for the very first time, they got to experience amazing sea creatures, like this hawksbill turtle, being indecisive of what he wants to eat. He's like, am I going to eat that? No, I don't like the look of that. How does this one smell? I'm going to go for this one. I'm not too sure either. What am I going to eat? Pretty much like all guys know when you try to ask your girlfriend or wife, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? And they're indecisive, saying you choose, but can't make their mind up. That's what this hawksbill reminded me of. Then she or he finally made their mind up that she wanted to eat the sponge right underneath. And this is how you can tell the difference between a hawksbill and a green sea turtle. Hawksbills have a beak at the front, and they eat sponges and coral. Whereas when we swam along here, we came across a green sea turtle. Now he has a flat beak at the front, you know, his nose, his mouth area is flat because he eats mainly algae and seagrass, so he doesn't need that sharp beak to pop off the corals to get to the sponges that he wants. I mean, I have literally watched a hawksbill rip a whole section of coral out to get to the sponge that they wanted. And then we're looking around again, and there's more green sea turtles. This time, one just cruising along the reef next to the divers. These are the parents of some of the kids who are learning to dive, but we also have some of the kids as well in the group, just enjoying it, enjoying experiencing the ocean. And you know, diving is an aging sport, as we've seen a lot, and it's great with organisations like Kids Sea Camp to be involved in inspiring kids to get out, dive and explore the ocean. Instead of just sitting on their phones, they get to experience life, get to experience the underwater world while we still have it in great conditions. And this is what we love. just cruising along the reef, enjoying it and seeing what we can find. Just seeing the marine life that's there for us to enjoy. Now, as I was telling you earlier on, sharp nose puffers, look at them, they're everywhere. I said this is our third time in Roatan this year. I spent in 2022 almost close to 3 months in this beautiful island. We were there in January, we're here in spring break, and now in the summer for Kids Sea Camp. And look how many sharp nose puffers there are. They were everywhere. It was like an invasion of them. Look down in the sand as well and you can see them everywhere. There's little black dots running around. They are sharp nose puffers. Now, I was having a chat with some people in Roatan when I was there, especially from the marine park, saying, where have all these sharp nose puffers come from? They're everywhere. Yeah, they're normally on the reef, but they're everywhere this time. And what they were telling me was there's been a massive population boom. A massive spawning event happened in May, and at the beginning of June, they were just everywhere. And unfortunately, a lot of them won't survive their first couple of weeks of life, but it was just amazing to see so many and seeing so many fish on the reef. I mean, this was probably the healthiest the reef had been looking since I've been in Roatan. The biomass, the amount of marine life was insane. As you can see here, we have trumpet fish hunting, looking what you can find. We have a porcupine fish cruising around, and in the background you just see fish everywhere. Honestly, Roatan was spectacular this summer. It was amazing when I first went there in January, but in the summer, wow, it was unreal. And then, wham, just heard this shout up, someone thought it was a shark, but then a tarpon just comes flying right over the top of us. And then you look down and there's another hawksbill sea turtle just swimming around. Honestly, what more can I say about Roatan right now? This is just the first couple of dives, if not even some of them the same dives, and there's just marine life everywhere. Now, we were diving on Subway Watersports at Turquoise Bay Beach Resort in the northeast of Roatan. And what was really cool here is you're away from the big population centres of Coxon Hole and West End, West Bay. Now, don't get me wrong, I love West End and West Bay, but this is where it's beautiful, where there's less people up here and you get these amazing interactions. And it's different topography and reef. As you can see, look at all the kids and the divers so excited to see squid for the first time. And then, this is special. This is what I love. They're pointing down, and here we have a nurse shark. Now, of course, a lot of people are scared of sharks. You shouldn't be scared of sharks. Sharks are friends. They will not harass you or bother you underwater. And what I love is, look at all these kids experiencing seeing sharks. They're all so excited. Their excitement to see sharks for the very first time. They're all looking around, and this is going to help to remove that fear and help future generations with these kids seeing sharks in the water and realising they're not scary, and hopefully move away from that horrible trend that we have in papers and newspapers and media and outlets where they make horror stories of sharks, where in reality they're nothing to worry about when you're in the water with them. And to get kids to dive with them from a young age just shows that the kids will be relaxed and will hopefully get rid of that fear, get rid of that public persona of sharks are bad. But as you can see, when I was down with the shark, he was a little bit uncomfortable after a while with me the camera, showing me he wasn't too sure, so of course, respect him. So I moved away and left him alone. And then we came across the Atlantic blue tangs. These are grazing squads. What they do is they move across the reef, grazing along the reef, removing all the algae, and when they're passing through, they pick up more Atlantic blue tangs along the way. So it starts off as a small pack, and when they're grazing through the reef, more and more join the pack when they're passing through, and you have this almost school of them. But almost like, you could say like a locust pushing through, but they're not locusts because they're helping the reef clear the algae. It's so cool when you're on the reef and see them come ripping through as a big school, and you can even swim right in them, which is awesome. But I really hope you guys enjoyed coming out and exploring the beautiful reefs of Roatan with us this summer. Now, we had an amazing time with all the families. So many people learned to dive, and if you ever want the chance to come out and experience this as your family, then definitely check out kidsseacampfamilydivers.com to not miss the opportunity to take kids to these amazing locations, because we are about to have an amazing few weeks showing you incredible locations where me and Holly ran the weeks for Kids Sea Camp this summer. But as always guys, thank you so much. Stay to the end and see the graduation, where we had families make up songs and play the songs to have everyone sing along. Special moments, creating memories of a lifetime for these kids. As always guys, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Hey now, hey now, Giacomo, Fino, Nanate, Giacomo, Fidane.